morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name's Coach Lou, so I welcome you if you're new to the channel. And if you're not, then I welcome you back. Alright, guys. And on this channel, as you know, it's One for All the official. And what we do on this channel is it's each one teach one. So we progress upon our journey in Jesus Christ, who we trust and serve, and building that one-to-one relationship with Father God. And that's what we do on this channel. I wanted to speak about today, guys, a subject which I thought was good and very straight to the point. And the subject is called Stop Watching the Scoreboard. That's right, stop watching the scoreboard. And what I mean by saying this particular stop watching the scoreboard is this. For those of you that are into sports, you're into football, you're into basketball, or whatever it is, in whatever you do in terms of physical sports or what you actually see with your eyes, one thing you will always notice, is there's a scoreboard. As you know, within football, there's a scoreboard and whatever it is. And every single time you watch that scoreboard, it takes your focus off the focus. So the reason why I'm telling you guys, to stop watching the scoreboard is I'm speaking to those of you that are actually on your purpose. I'm trying to say this indirectly, When God puts you in a season of isolation, rather than trying to speed up the process or trying to do things to advance to cheat codes, dwell within the isolation period of what that is actually set you within, because it's that time where God is getting you by yourself and he's being able to work on those small details within you that you didn't realize that were big problems. And this is Coach Lou speaking to you from experience with this, and also having to go through this myself, because it's each one teach one. So what happens is he will then utilize that period to be able to get you to work on those areas of your life, that he's trying to prepare you for the next season of what he's already got in store for you. But God is a corrector, and what he doesn't want you to do or have to harbor or experience is going into a next season when you're not equipped with what it is that he has blessed you with to be able to do. So within the isolation season, that might mean for some of you having to go back to study, might have to mean you picking up books that you put down for 6 to 7 to maybe 9 months. It might mean for some of you even having to start rewriting again and refocusing on things that you kind of let slip. It's a good season, if you see what I mean, because it is a season for you to get that right necessary seasoning, to be able to have that flavor that you're going to need, guys, for when you advance to where it is that God is trying to take you. But one thing that happens when we clock watch, is we are too busy wondering when, if, and what, and how, rather than just doing the actual purpose of what it is that God has ordained in your heart to do, not worrying about the likes, shares, subscribes, and everything that goes with it. And I give God thanks that this particular video, I hope that it blesses whoever the intended individual is, because as you already know, with myself, Coach Lou, you know that I do life coaching, motivational speaking, and obviously I'm on this channel to you guys, so this is a life in the flesh version of what I'm actually speaking about, in terms of like, stop watching the scoreboard. Don't worry about like who's gonna like and who's not. Just stay in your lane in terms of what it is that God has called you to do, because long as it's bringing God the glory and it got his name within it, then you ain't got to worry about nothing. Because when due season comes for you to hatch, just like how a baby chicken will hatch, from the egg, the same thing will happen with you. The joy will come, and everything that comes with it will also come with that. But obviously within the season of isolation, yes, you're going to go through things that are going to be very estranged and different, such as you're going to find out things that you once yearned for. It might be your musical taste. You might find now that you're no longer listening to the hip-hop or the raps or the R&Bs or the slow jams or the garages or the drum and bass or slow reggae or soca or whatever it is that is your preferred taste of music. You might find within that season that you might have to just put that to one side. Doesn't mean that you're putting it to a side to say that's it, you scrapped it, but it might just mean that in that season, you know that that's not actually gonna better your spirit. It might mean for some of you picking up that book, actually reading that book, you know, the one that's been on your shelf, guys, the one that someone might have said to you, you know, read that book, man, I promise you it will bless you, but you go, yeah, and you've never actually done it. This might be the season when God's trying to get you to pick up that book so you can read what the information of intel that's in there and see how it can bless you according to your purpose and your journey. For others, it may be having to fall back, you know, from the going out and the doing all the activities, the traveling and the trips and whatever that goes with it, and just realizing you've not got a yearn for that within that particular season, because you're drawing more closer to God, and the more that you draw closer to God, the more you see that he's making the necessary changes in your life. And I just wanted to just be very key with that, because often, yeah, we do have a habit, all of us, we're only human, so we do tend to watch the scoreboard. And when I referenced to watching the scoreboard, I'm sure you understood the analogy by now, what Coach Lou meant by this particular subject. I was more referencing to where we're clock watching, like we're worrying about what is actually gonna happen and when it's gonna happen, rather than just getting so focused within our purpose of what God has given us, that by the time when we do get to the season of where it is that we're supposed to be, it's already 10-0 or 10-0, wherever you are from around the world, if you understand my reference. It's me saying that you need to be spending your time in your gift and fulfilling the gift that God has given you, and having a passion and a joy for that gift. Because if you don't have a passion and a joy for what it is that is your purpose, then it can't be your purpose. Because God will never give you something that he intended to take away. He will only take away from you to only better you and advance whatever it is that he's got, in addition to replace with what was taken away. So I just wanted to give you those words of encouragement, guys, to whoever that may be today. And as always, don't forget to share, subscribe, comment, and like. Yeah, please, guys, because it really helps the algorithm, and I do believe that there are people out here that could be blessed with this message. And as you know, it's each one teach one. Anyway, until the next time, have a blessed day, a blessed week, and peace.